Hello, chat. Welcome to episode one of We Don't Really Know Yet. We're going to decide on the name. I'm Army Game Lover. I go by Army. And I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Ploop 102, also Ploop. Yeah.
Tell me something interesting about yourself, Bloop.
I'm really sweaty right now.
That's amazing. Good for you. Man, it is
I
hot outside.
Yeah, it is hot outside and inside.
That's fair.
I wish I
Uh,
had air conditioning.
what was your idea for the name?
The Psyopcast.
Zyapcast. I was thinking, slide binded. It's uh has a nice ring to it.
I
It
like
makes
it.
sense, and it's
Yeah,
totally
no.
original.
I agree. It's a great name. It makes perfect sense.
Slide slide binded.
Yep.
I like this. I like this.
This is good.
I don't know. We can choose that after the episode goes up.
Yep.
I guess just work in progress title until like 15 minutes after it's been posted.
We post like two versions of it, and whichever one performs better, we'd use that one as the name going forward.
We can. I mean, if we, I was gonna say we could do a poll, but if we do a poll, our podcast will be named "See Results."
No, actually, that's a banger name.
There's no. Okay, yeah, we're definitely naming it "See Results." We're definitely doing that. Okay, it has been
Yeah.
decided. The podcast is now named "See Results." I guess it's a side podcast to the official podcast.
I think it's like more like a running series on the podcast.
True. I guess I was thinking like this would either be episode 1.5 or this would be episode 1. I don't know whether it's part of the. I don't know. We'll see what Big Boss Man Rendell has to say.
I would say it's probably like the Blindsided C results is like the name. Like it's still part of the podcast, but like it's the C results part.
Probably. Yeah, that makes sense. I am
Because
extremely tired. I woke up at 3:20 a.m. today because I worked.
uh, I am
But I
also
have been drinking
extremely
caffeine, so.
I am extremely tired because I do not drink caffeine and have a real person job, which takes my entire day always, and that sucks.
Man,
Also,
I have an adulting job too, and it's well, I was there over 10 hours today because it's an 11-hour shift. But we just can get out early because it's only work until the work gets done. So
that's good at least. Also, I'd like to say C results makes perfect sense because this episode will give you the results of the next month if you listen to it.
it's true. We are going to tell you all of the secrets for next month: how to beat Hatchery, how to play Hatchery, and everything in between. Though I guess there's not much in between those two, huh?
There's a lot of Sonic in between. You're going to hear a
There's
lot of
a
Sonic stuff.
lot of Sonic. Hopefully not fanfic. There's enough of that. Did Rouge get print? Did Rouge get printed?
Not as a unique mechanics card. It might have been a reprint of a card, but I'm not going to look that hard because that seems hard.
Super State. Oh, oh, that's pretty good. Sorry, I'm looking at some of the cards right now. Okay, what should we
Uh,
start with? Do we just want to start with Sonic?
yeah, so we're starting with Sonic. Okay, so I have been in the lab. I have been brewing with all these Sonic cards. So we're going to start with Super State. Super State, Enchantment Aura, 7 mana. It's legendary. That might matter. Enchant creature you control. It has base power and toughness 9/9. Has flying, first strike, trample, and haste. And whenever it deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to each other opponent. Very important in 3-card blind multiplayer. Bring it back for crowdsourced. So, one second. We're going to do a thought experiment. You would say Living Conundrum's a pretty good card, right?
I would say it's actually pretty strong, and I'm surprised it hasn't been put on the ban vote.
So, Living Conundrum with 2 storage lands, a good deck, gets deployed turn 5, correct?
Yes, this is true.
So, there's this card. Oh, wait, sorry. And it Goldfish is turn 7 because it attacks for 10 twice. And it has flying and is big, which are 2 good things. So there's this card called Academy Researchers. One blue blue. When it enters, put an aura from your hand into play, enchanting it. Probably I don't have the card pulled up in front of me, but it does something like that.
Yeah, enchant creature.
So with one storage land that deploys on turn 5 because it's a 3-drop, you make a big flying attacker that goldfishes on turn 7 because it's a 9/1 with haste. And yeah, so we have double storage living conundrum. We did it.
We did it. I mean, especially in like
And
the multiplayer 3 card blind format that's super popular. This is gonna be like a contender for one of the best decks of all time.
true.
There's
And think about it. It has trample, so it probably also beats Hatchery Zorb. I can't check though because that's a lot of math.
it does have first strike as well, so it
True.
actually probably does just between those two.
Yeah. It's Oh wait, yeah, it probably actually beats it might even beat 2 hatcheries in Zorb or Lotus Field, and that's an actually really good deck. So, you know, uh yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna move on to Amy Rose. Amy Rose, by far the best deck I put up. Amy Rose, 2 red white, haste. Whenever it attacks, attach up to 1 other target equipment to her. Then up to 1 other target attacking creature gets plus X+0 until end of turn, where X is Amy Rose's power. So this one's hard because you only want to play her if you can use her ability to attach equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and unfortunately, she is 2-colored. So you can not really cast a 2-color card off of a single land and then also be able to play an equipment. But I found a solution. Remember how they printed that the equipment planeswalker? Well,
Yep.
turns out it's -10 is at 10 mana of any one color, which does give you a second color of mana.
It's true.
So, with a storage land and the Aether Spark, you can, in fact, both play Amy Rose and then attach an equipment to it using its ability, and also win the game.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I was
It's this. Oh,
I was trying to
go
figure
ahead.
out like just now, just thinking up like, is there a reconfigure creature that could probably benefit from getting attached and then also somehow attacking at the same time? Probably not, but
That was actually also the first thing I thought about when I saw Amy Rose, and then I realized, hey, wait, you probably can't cast both of them.
yeah, 2 colored
Also,
creatures.
there Also, there's a bunch of equipment that create treasure tokens when they enter, but I'm going to pretend those don't exist because I forgot about it when deck building.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, no, I forgot about them too. So everyone else forgot about
Gilded
them too.
Pinion, Gilded Pinions can go away, though that is a superstar in my God Eternal Bantu Commander deck. 2 mana, equip 2 for flying it. When it enters, it creates a treasure token. Very good deck.
Hmm.
Very good card, sorry. Then I'm going to move on to the big one, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Mm-hmm.
1 blue, red, white, haste, legendary creature Hedgehog warrior, very important. Whenever the Sonic the Hedgehog attacks, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control with flash or haste. Whenever a creature you control with flash or haste is dealt damage, create a tapped treasure token in 2/4.
A trapped
So
treasure
the boring
token.
game.
Ooh.
True. New mechanic. So the boring thing to do is like use a 2-color sack land and a depletion land to cast it on turn 3 and like chrono kinda.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking, hey wait, what if I had a creature that had haste or flash and created treasure tokens so that I could use it to cast Sonic the Hedgehog and then grow 2 threats at once? And after searching for about 5 minutes, I realized, hey wait, Knuckles the Echidna exists. So let's read Knuckles the Echidna. 2 red, double strike trample haze. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 30 or more artifacts, you win the game. So you can play red storage, cast Knuckles, then attack with Knuckles to create treasure tokens to cast Sonic, and then you're scaling 2 at once, and you're really also scaling 3 at once because Knuckles has double strike. So you're kind of getting +3/+3 every single time you attack with Sonic. Very good.
Also teamwork. They're working together just like in the games, except for in the second game
True.
where they were working against each other until they weren't. I would
Also, for
also.
context, I have. Oh,
Sorry,
go
you go.
ahead. I have never played a Sonic game in my life.
I
For context,
I don't think I have either. Also,
hell yeah,
so Hedgehog and Echidna are now creature types. Great,
they sure are.
cool. I'm sure they'll reprint a lot of those in the future. They won't. They won't.
I'm so excited for my Hedgehog tribal deck.
Hedgehog tribe.
And
I mean, listen. If I made an Eyeball deck, I tribal. I'm sure you can make a Hedgehog tribal.
it's just Sonic because all. Oh, I can also put Amy in that one because unfortunately there are only two hedgehogs that have matching creature types, and then I just put in a bunch of changelings and call it a day.
Hmm. I mean, they might errata some old beasts to be hedgehogs. They won't, but they might.
The real question is why isn't Sonic a brushwag? They're basically the same thing.
Well, because now you can that one spell, Embiggen. You can Embiggen
And Biggin,
Sonic.
yeah, I think that may have been the only reason they did not use the brushwag creature type on Sonic. Because if you think about it, brushwags are basically small rodents with spiny thing on their back, which is what a hedgehog is. Like,
That is small. I mean, I don't know how small Sonic is.
I assume Sonic's like 3 feet tall maximum. I could kick him
I mean, yeah,
if he was standing. If you're standing still, he'd be too fast, probably. I don't know. I don't know the lore.
I don't know. It's fast. He's fast. He's Sonic the Hedgehog.
True.
I had a build for Knuckles. So
Ooh, I'd like to hear
say
it.
your opponent's playing Slasher. Well, you can't use Knuckles, right? Because he's only a 2/4. You can't get through the Slasher. This is why you got to pair him with a Storage Land and Fountain Port
Hmm.
against Slasher. It's like a turn. God, how 155 goldfish? No, 156 goldfish, I think. And it doesn't even goldfish because no, Slasher will just kill you. But say Slasher was Defender. They'll print it. I don't know in what situation that you could get to actually use his Treasure Hunter ability to win the game. But Fountain Port could do it.
Yeah, I was thinking that if you want to use its treasure making ability to full effect, then there's this very nice call-up card, Mechanized Production,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you can use the blue mana from the treasure to cast the Mechanized Production to make more treasure to win the game.
That's
But
true.
unfortunately, that does not win with Treasure Hunter. We could also use the green land from the green card from New Capenna that lets all of your lands tap to create a treasure
I
token.
was thinking that too, but like that's too easy. That's too easy. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah,
I should know what it's called. We'll
I'm
figure it out in
looking it
post.
up.
It'll be up on the screen.
Yeah. Now, Fountain Port is a great build with Knuckles. That's very effective Goldfish Claw.
Yeah, you can also make fish as well.
True.
There.
And they might win the game faster, but that's lame.
They will win the game faster, but like, what if they can't? What if the opponent has a defender with first strike?
What if the opponent has a Platinum Imperium that with Defender?
I mean, but then you could use Knuckles to swing because it's still combat damage, right? Yeah.
It's combat damage to an opponent.
Actually,
And
that is whenever one of our creatures you control deal combat damage to a player. So I guess if you hit yourself
oh,
somehow, which you can't, but if you somehow
mm,
did,
yeah. Uh, I was gonna say, oh yeah, no. Also, Platinum Imperium can do this thing called blocking, but
that's
we don't.
yeah, that's really the problem.
Sorry, that's who math is for. I don't do that.
That's true. I mean, what are we, golden gurus or something?
Yeah, you. I would never do guru matches. That's against my
It's against,
personal
it's
philosophy.
against your religion to do guru matches.
No, no, my religion actually completely permits guru matches. It's just not. I just don't agree with them on a personal level.
Did you have a build for tails?
No, because the card sucks.
True. Hold on.
Uh,
Whenever a vehicle control enters, draw a card that's flying with a flying counter on it. I hate vehicles, so yeah, it sucks.
I had the unfortunate situation of you cannot cast a blue white card that costs 3 mana, and then also be able to cast a vehicle afterwards. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah,
With a with a hypothetical green, blue, white storage, you could use that land they printed in Final Fantasy that can flip into a vehicle for 7 mana.
they printed a land that can flip into a vehicle.
Yes. I looked at that card multiple times because it's the only card that's both a mana source and a vehicle. Balam Garden Seed Academy. Land Town. This land enters tapped. It taps for a green or a blue, and then 5 green blue tap transform this land. It costs 1 less for each treasure. Sorry, one less to activate for each town you control. But it doesn't even trigger Tails because it doesn't exile and re-enter, but that's beyond the point. And then Balam Garden Airborne is a 5/4 with flying crew 1, and whenever it attacks, you draw a
Yeah,
card.
man. Yeah, that's not. You can't do anything with Tails. We'll also bring up Shadow since that's the only other one we're missing. No.
Nope. Dr. Eggman.
Oh, true. There's Eggman. I'm gonna bring up Shadow right now because I already said it and I forgot Eggman
Yeah.
existed. Uh, yeah, Shadow. He's you could definitely cast him with double depletion. That's the most I can say there.
When he dies, you get a draw card.
That's true. You do get to draw a card in case your opponent shuffles your depletions back into your deck.
Yeah, they played the Wheel of Sun and Moon enchanting you because they felt like it.
That is there. There is probably situations where that's actually the most optimal line. I don't know what it would be. Oh, it's probably Nether Spirit.
Oh yeah, that's a card that exists. Yeah, no, that works.
That's funny.
We did it. One sec, and I have a very important about Dr. Eggman.
Okay.
He costs 5 mana across 3 colors. Uh, his effect does functionally nothing, but you look at him and you're like, wow, the best way to cast this is a monocolor storage and a 2-color sack land, because that's what you would think.
No,
And I'm here to tell you that no. If you want to be quirky, you can use a monocolor sack land and a 2-color storage and it casts on the exact same turn.
true, true.
And it pays for Tabernacle. All I'm saying. So I think it might actually be technically optimal.
All I'm saying is, Dr. Eggman does do something. You know, that turn.
True.
What turn does he come out?
5.
That turn 5 discard is very important to the 3-card blind metagame.
No, they can choose that you put a construct or
Oh,
whatever vehicle from your hand onto the
true.
battlefield.
Well, uh, hmm.
You draw a card at the end of each of your turns.
You do. You do get it. You know, there's that. You get to draw a card.
In case they play Wheel of Sun and Moon on you, so you can redraw your monocolor sack land to keep scaling up your storage land, because that matters. To pay for the propaganda, they played enchanting themselves. Not enchanting. That's not how that card works. You know, the effect matters versus Wheel of Sun and Moon enchanting you, and then the propaganda that's white and it doesn't actually, but I can pretend it does.
The propaganda is white. I know what you're talking about. I don't remember what it's called, but it is propaganda but white. Is that all the
Yeah,
Sonic?
that is all 7 Sonic cards. We managed to drag that on for 15 plus minutes.
I mean, we
I
could
did a
go longer.
very good job. True. You know, Knuckles is great. I'm sure someone should submit Knuckles. Do it, you cowards.
I could. I might do it with Fountain
Could.
Forts. Surely it's
You
gotta
do
come
have
up
you.
in one match, right? Where I get my turn 156 goldfish.
Wait, no. Play it with a 2-color storage, so you need Fountain Port.
Target. I could just play it with like a blue storage.
True. Actually, no, that's even better.
I don't know why I would, but I could. Oh, you could play it without even a colored storage. You could play the colorless one costs the mana to use, right? Mage Ring Network.
No, it does work though.
Oh, okay, so I guess you could do it with Mage Ring Network. I don't know why you would, but you could.
Fountain Port Batering Network Knuckles the Kid. No, submit it now, guys. You heard it here first.
It's true. It is. It doesn't beat. It doesn't beat Hatchery. Well, I guess it beats Triple Hatchery, but you know. Anything beats
It
triple hatchery.
it might be Dryad Arbor, Mental Misstep, the Leyline of the Void, which I'm sure someone will try to submit. Actually, wait. I bet it beats Force of Despair, Dryad Arbor, Leyline of the Void, which is an actually good deck this month.
Yeah, speaking about Leyline of the Void, it seems like it's actually going to get. Actually, has it been submitted to main event in the past?
I have no clue. Luckily, there's a very functional website which I can check
I
right
was
now.
just doing that as well.
3cardblind.com. Very nice website. All of you should check it out. Very subtle plug.
I mean, it'll be in the description. So, also, I mean, if they're listening to this shit post part of the podcast, then it's
Uh,
probably they probably know what three card blind is. If you don't, well, you're gonna we didn't describe it at the beginning of the of the podcast, so you're gonna be really
no,
confused.
it's for all the people who know what 3 card blind is, but have never knew the website existed. No.
True, all the meta shape people.
Leyline of the Void has not been submitted yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Ooh, look at
7,
that.
8, 9, 10. 10 ley lines have been submitted, and Void is none of
Well,
them.
look at that ley line of combustion. I wonder who submitted that. That's crazy.
That's such a bad card. No one would ever submit
No, I mean
that.
it scored 14%. It didn't even
Who?
counter the deck I wanted it to.
What did you want to counter? Short Fang?
No, I wanted to counter Lightning Helix.
Nice.
It,
One sec. Actually, I will say this reminds me of maybe the funniest thing I've ever seen in Guru Chat. I don't think you were a Guru at this point. Someone like commented under Mr. Blind's video that he was so mad that his deck of Ancient Tomb, Mox, Sapphire. One sec. It had plot. It was a clone.
huh?
Uh, One sec. What card is this? Visage Bandit was didn't work because it was built to beat Hex Drinker, which had just gotten banned. For context, Visage Bandit is a 4 mana clone, except it has plot 2 and a blue. And he submitted that plus Ancient 2 plus Mock Sapphire to beat Hex Drinker without realizing Hex Drinker had been banned. And that the entire comment was just the most confusing thing ever.
That's a card that can be played.
Yes, uh, you could play it. You could play it with Knuckles.
I mean, you can play anything with Knuckles. Actually, no, that's not technically true because sometimes the opponent will die before you can get enough treasures.
Uh, yeah, but that's beyond the point. Well, I guess you would need to have a lot of colored pips on your card for that to work.
No, I mean just like Emrakul.
No, but like the storage land builds mana,
Yeah.
so you can like use 1 Knuckles treasure and then 14 storage mana.
Oh, I guess that's
But
true.
no, like you would need what?
Black Lotus, but it adds
Uh,
4 mana of any one color.
you would need 9 colored mana pips for Knuckles to not be able to cast a spell. Sorry, 9 non-red colored pips. Because you
He
can do it.
No, he has double strike.
You can't. Yeah, I know. But oh wait, is that how? Yeah, no. So you attack 4 times, get 8 treasures, deal 16. So 9 and 10 both don't work because they would die at that point.
Not true. Yeah.
So you can cast Progenitus off Knuckles. You heard it here first.
Get it going, guys. Come on. Progenitus, Knuckles, red storage.
Cast Progenitus and Goldfishes.
It's true. It does do both.
It casts Progenitus before Goldfishes.
That's true. Not many decks can say that. Well, yeah, not many decks can say that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess decks
Uh,
made specifically. No one in their right mind says, "Yeah, I'm gonna submit Progenitus."
Tell that to all of the people in Novice who are submitting it with Show and Tell.
I guess that's true. Show and tell is a card that exists.
Luckily now, the best way to cast Progenitus is probably monocolored storage land chromatic orrery, if I had to guess. That's the thing that makes all your mana all the colors.
Back,
Actually, that's definitely not.
I I
Yeah,
think it might be.
wow, I got the name right.
Let's
Yeah, I
go.
did it. I got the name right. I'm so good at this game.
Let's go back to
Yeah.
Leyline of the Void.
Oh yeah,
Has
we
not
still
been
haven't talked
submitted, but
about it
it will
yet.
probably actually get submitted this month, like multiple times. It's actually a pretty good counter to Hatchery, and also really doesn't really do much else other than that. I mean, it stops Nether Spirit.
Yeah. I was waiting for you to say Idol of False Gods, and then I would have said no, because in fact does not. Sadly.
No, it's Nether Spirit, and yeah,
All the no, it's not two sided. Hmm. What else is using their graveyard?
again,
The Gleeful Demolition.
Emrakul decks against T1 discard,
Yeah, I guess. Like divest.
but you're not going to be running
No,
that
that
with
doesn't win.
Leyline of the Void anyways. So
It does technically stop you from getting multiple copies of Gleeful Demolition, which does not matter because you cannot do anything relevant.
Mhm.
I guess depends what the deck you built is. You know, like Light of the Void Hatchery Chasm beats Gleeful Demolition, where most Hatchery builds, well, Hatchery builds that is exactly Hatchery Chasm without Light of the Void doesn't,
does it
I
stop
think.
Wheel of Sun and Moon? Or since they're both
Mm.
replacement effects, do they get to choose to do Wheel first?
It's probably layers. No, it's probably
They're
timestamps.
both replacement
I
effects, so I think.
I just have Ryu into Scryfall trying to. That's bad.
What did you do?
I tapped Rio or like the
Yeah.
person into Scryfall for like a rules question. I thought if I just looked up their name, I'd like get an answer to my question.
I just realized the Scryfall bot doesn't have permissions in the backstage channel. That's
Wait,
funny.
does it not actually?
It doesn't. That's pretty funny. I need to.
We should.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
note
someone
that.
should do that. Sec. Leyline of Void. Opponents preferred from anywhere exile instead. Plus one moon. Card put into a chain with instead group. Yeah. Okay.
I think you get to choose because they're both replacement effects, right?
Probably.
Probably.
Uh,
We could.
Google knows, but
Ryu's offline, so
what? I'm a ping. I'm a ping her.
no, no, we
Let's see
don't
who.
need. We don't need it. We don't need it. We don't need it. Listen, we'll just say it works. We'll say it works like that. We don't need any
Yeah.
actual professional opinion. We are professionals.
Layla of the Void stops Wheel of Sun and Moon 100% of the time. This is a true
This is
fact.
true. It stops the deck. That's another one it stops. Speaking of
Yep.
cards that have never been submitted that may be submitted next month, Illness in the Ranks. Stop.
Yes. Quest for the Grave Lord. Forbidden Orchard.
Yeah, I agree. I think that deck actually might be seen because even a 4/4 is pretty decent, and it does
Are
stop.
you?
And it does stop hatchery decks.
Uh, I I would make a joke about you being the one to submit that, but you would like.
I would too. It is a consideration at the very least. I would say. I think I've already settled on my deck, and I'm not happy with it. I will say I was originally going to go with Seize Claim again, and then I realized that that just ties, and then I was going to go
Yes.
because I want something with a basic land because Encroach is
Yeah.
going to be super popular.
Yep.
So I was going to go Mountain Alpine Moon, uh, Village Messenger.
Noble. Sorry, I assumed you were gonna play a good card. My bad.
Village Messenger turns into a 2/2 with Menace. That's a pretty good card.
Yes. I can think of no other better red one drops.
I mean, the one that turns into a 3/2. Ooh, was not Menace.
Okay, I don't know the werewolf card's good enough for that.
I don't remember the name. Reckless Waif or something.
Sure, I'll buy it.
Oh, it'll be on screen. Just look at the screen. Unless you're listening it on Spotify, in which case, check the description.
Look at the screen and be confused.
I think I know an Apple podcast you can have like annotations. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I listen to Spotify podcasts, but I've never actually looked at the screen when doing so.
I mean, they're podcasts. Why would you look at the screen other than the fact that we're gonna put things on the screen for you to look at?
Yep.
Dude, most of this rambling, by the way, is just gonna be left in the video because who cares?
No, the rambling is the podcast. Like this is the point.
It is. This is
You guys are
this is like real podcast ass. That episode 1 bullshit. That was all scripted. Every word.
people in that people in the podcast knew what they were talking about. We are just saying
That's
words.
true. We are experts, and experts can admit when they don't know what they're talking about. Actually, I don't know a single expert that has ever admitted when they don't know what they're talking about.
uh, yeah, I don't know any experts, so that probably doesn't contribute.
You're an expert at
You know what I am an expert at actually is the Penguin Love Google Doodle. I hold the world record for completing Ghana with exactly 2 stars. True fact.
huh?
Look it up. You know the Penguin Love Google Doodle where you like the penguin and you have to collect the seeds.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I hold a extremely obscure speedrun world record in a Google Doodle,
Let's go. Oh, the Google
and
Doodle. Oh,
so
never mind. Yeah. No, I know that.
yeah, so I'm the first person. I'm the fastest person ever to beat the first stage with exactly 2 stars. And I actually know that's almost definitely not true because there's a person who definitely did it faster. They're just too lazy to submit a time for it, and so I'm going to claim my world record. Very important tangent. What were we talking about?
Probably magic cards.
Yeah.
Illness in the ranks.
Oh, right.
Is there anything else that can be paired with illness in the ranks? I guess Cecil. Cecil can be paired with it.
Yeah. I mean, you could just play any 1 drops and a non-basic land, but
I mean, why would you be playing a non-basic land though against Encroach?
uh,
I guess you could.
because you're also playing mental misstep.
I was just about to say you could play Hatchery, and I realized no, you're playing Leyline. You're playing Illness in the Ranks. Why would you be playing Hatchery? I guess you could, just in case they have enchantment removal and land destruction. If they're playing
Yes.
Demolish, the Demolish? No. Yes?
I don't know.
No, it's not
Uh,
Demolish. It's the one that's 2 green and red, and you have to destroy a land, enchantment, artifact, and creature.
I believe you. That one exists.
It does
Check on
exist.
screen.
Yeah, check. Look at the screen. I know it had the art in Thunder Junction. You'll see it. It looks
Mm,
it looks really cool.
I believe this. I believe this wholeheartedly.
Okay, now that we've talked about the cards that haven't been submitted, well, I guess we still have one more to talk about that hasn't been submitted. Hatchery.
True.
What are the good hatchery decks this month?
Okay, I'm gonna like start free balling. Best hatchery decks in my mind, like Shriek's Orb, 2 Ley Lines of the Void.
I don't. Okay, hold on. We just talked about how leyline counting. Don't wait. No, it does only affect opponents. So you
No,
could.
yeah,
That's true.
it's one sided.
That's true. You could actually play your own leyline of the void to counter other hatchery decks. So this is
No,
actually a
actually, right.
strategy that we might see in novice, and this will be amazing if we do.
No, I'm 100% expecting a Leyline of the Void Chasm hatchery deck. That is going to get played.
Yeah, glacial chasm. I don't even.
I just said 2 Ley Lines of the Void because I thought it'd be funny, and then I forgot that doesn't coiled fish.
Yeah.
Two Zern Orbs. Some people have been talking about that one. Very good against hand attack, because if it beats Encroach on the play, it beats Divest, it beats Inquisition, beats all the banned hand. It beats all the cards that are about to get banned that are hand attack, except for Meddling Mage. But Aphis isn't real and can't hurt me.
Honestly, if you think about it, there's so many
Let's see.
one-cost
What are the
cards
other
that
best hatchery decks?
there's so many.
Cecil Zernor, but you can legally only submit that one if you've calced it against every other single deck in your gauntlet.
Oh, Glacial Chasm also has never been submitted. This is going to be a wild month. So many new cards
Oh,
submitted.
my audio just cut out.
Oh,
Oh, we're back.
oh, we're back.
Wow.
We're so back.
We're so back.
Yeah, so Glacial
Uh,
Chasm, I was just about to say Chasm. Glacial Chasm has also never been submitted, so it's going to be a cool month
True.
next month.
I cannot believe about a week before Hatchery We Spoiled talked about how everyone keeps trying to build around Glacial Chasm and how they should stop it. And Glacial Chasm is never going to be relevant to 3-card blind. And they Wizards went with fuck you and just printed
They
this
did. They
card.
they listened and they heard you. Well, also, gosh, I keep thinking to bring this up. It's very interesting that the card has to go to your graveyard to be able to make the tokens. I don't. Usually, most of those things are just when this land is destroyed, and not when it hits the graveyard.
It's the new dies wording.
That's bad. I hate that
I
because
believe that is what dies says now.
that shouldn't be right. That should not be correct. That's
Like,
dumb if that's what it is.
let's see. I need the rules. I feel like I saw this at some point, and I might just be making this up, but I think that might be the new way they're writing dies.
I hope you are making this up because otherwise that's so bad.
Edge of Eternities. No, they're still saying cards that say dies in Edge of Eternities. I'm making that up.
Thank God.
Then why is it like that?
Because that's why I said it's really interesting that it's worded like that. It's weird that Leyline of the Void actually countered it instead of just it happening on destruction.
This land is put into a graveyard from the battlefield. Yeah. One sec. Dies, reminder, text, MTG. I will shortly now. One sec. This is exactly not what I want. Can I just have the text of dies? Yes.
With all these
okay.
Yeah.
I figured it out. Dies only works for creatures or planeswalkers, so this is a functional rewording of dies, except it applies to non-creatures.
There was actually something I saw before. Yes, that's what it was before. Oh, that's important. Oh, I should have pointed that out. I'm pretty sure in the illicit auction thing, one of the mods said, when your lands die, you get a treasure token, which actually probably affects the matchups because your lands can't die.
Oh, go ping wonton soup now.
Quick, someone go back.
Bad event. Wait. There's a feedback form.
There's a feedback form. I just did attrition submission in every single box I could.
Nice. I am going to go fill out that feedback form, which I had not filled out earlier, just to go complain about this very loudly.
I mean, you have to check to make sure that this is true. Actually, I have to go check.
No,
we're in the middle of a podcast.
According to the MTG Wiki, dies and died replace the phrase is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, which is, Hatchery says, is put into a graveyard from the battlefield. So it is just dies, but not for creature or planeswalker, I guess. That makes sense.
Hold on, I need to see this mod.
This is very important. This is extremely important for the enjoyment of the listeners to the podcast.
This is very true. Everyone, we're even the Great Aegis of 5,000. I guess I don't know. I'll just look up Ward and I'll find it.
Yeah, because no one actually.
Yeah, no. Like what kind of creature would have Ward on it in 3-card blind?
Nah, no good ones. Like, it loses to Mutavault. Like, if you're losing to Mutavault,
it does.
If you're tying Mutavault, what are you doing?
It does indeed. The mod does indeed say whenever a land you control dies, make a treasure token. So this only works if you are using Dryad Arbor.
Or, like, Wind Zendikon.
I guess that's true.
Wait, I'm gonna go read the wording of Wind Zendikon now. Because I think it says dies, and now it makes sense. When enchanted land dies, that's crazy.
I mean, it makes sense. No,
Wow,
oh, yeah.
that's
I guess that's a new one because the original printing says put into a graveyard.
that is the reminder text.
Mhm.
It is not on the actual card. I'm sorry, the Oracle text.
Yeah. What do you mean they haven't reprinted Win Zendikon? It should be. They
Very
should have reprinted
notable.
it this last set.
Yes, in it's from World Wake, which I know what block that is. Probably Zendikar. Oh,
Probably.
Zendikon. Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I was gonna say probably. Yeah.
I
Crazy.
think.
I've thought about submitting Win Zendikon like once.
Also, wait. Here's some secret tech I've been cooking up in my brain. I'm gonna actually spoil this one. This is a deck I thought about for about 30 seconds.
Hmm.
So, uh, Hatchery, Moxjet, Dolphy, Voidwalker.
Well, Moxjet, Dossie, Voidwalker. What was the other one?
Hatchery.
Dossie, Voidwalker. That's Shadow and something something. Steal your
It
creature.
it it turns off Hatchery. It has Leyline of the Void text,
True, it
and then
does.
like
Okay, why would
and
you
then
be giving
Silver
away this?
Chemist.
Why would you be giving away your secrets like this? This actually seems like a pretty okay deck.
Because I think it's really funny.
I
Uh, I I will not be submitting it personally, if you could not tell. Maybe I am, Psychic Frog. But I think that it's really funny to actually release somewhat real tech on this podcast so that after they listen to 5 minutes of us looking up the Oracle text of Win Zendikon, there's real tech in there.
that is actually hilarious.
So now they feel obligated to actually listen to the full podcast every time because I might drop real decks occasionally.
Joke's on you. This entire podcast is gonna be 15 minutes long after I cut out the fluff. There is no fluff.
No.
No, dude, editing takes too much work. Why would I do that?
True. I wouldn't know. I've never edited. That's
That's
not
true.
true. At some point, I have to show you guys the absolutely beautiful video I made like 2 years ago. It's a parody of the Avatar: The Last Airbender opening, except it's about Euclid.
Technically, I could edit, but like after grabbing all the cards and just copy pasting the Skyfall links, man, is it gonna be annoying to edit the audio. So I might just not, because honestly, it's more fun this way. This is how podcasts were meant to be.
Yes, literally just two guys sitting in a Discord call talking, and you get to listen to it in your earphones at your own home, whatever you would like.
It's true. You don't even need to be home, even in the car,
True.
at work. That's the only
Eh,
two places you can listen to it.
Uh, yeah, I guess there are no other places.
True. Car, home, and I don't remember what
Work.
the other one I said was. Ah, work. Yeah.
Car home work.
I
You
mean,
go from
you don't need to go anywhere else.
home into the car to work to get the money to get back in the car to go home.
It's true.
And
How else am I gonna pay for my gambling addiction to CS:GO unboxing?
I was actually watching CS2 content before we started this call.
Yeah, I know. I was watching it.
I'm like, wait, really? And I'm like, oh wait, you can't do that, but you would.
Yeah, I installed a keylogger actually, so I knew everything you were typing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're not Google's master, so I won't believe you.
That's true. I mean, I don't have your name. I have a few names of people because my event. Because fun fact, Google Drive will just dox you if you ever send something to someone through Google Drive.
True. I have told like 4 people that, in fact, I have your full legal name, and you should probably stop that. And at least one of them has not stopped it, and I will not tell people who that is because that would be bad form.
I mean, I gave my entire address in group chat, and also you can get my name from pretty much any event I've run. I think all of my events probably because I don't use anonymous mode because I don't know how to turn that on.
It's not anonymous good mode. You just have to make a new name.
No, well, I don't know how to do that, and that takes too much effort. So
Google thinks my legal name is Ploop102.
that's true.
102 is my last name.
I saw Yahoo and Spider had done that, and I'm like, oh, interesting.
Yes, Yahoo was one of the people who I told that they were in fact doxing themselves. Also, I have actually typed out my full address to a 3-card blind member. And
Huge.
actually, I can say what it was. It was Icorn, so I could get my 1/3 of a
Yeah,
Tiamat.
that makes sense. That's what I would have guessed. I just didn't remember
And
Icorn was
it
the one who did it.
and it is in my binder, and it is very lovely. And everyone's like, "Why do you have 1/3 of a Tiamat?" And I'm like, "You would never understand."
What were we talking about again? I think we're like
Uh,
recording something.
Hatchery. Oh right, I said a real deck
You
to,
did.
and then we were talking about how you have to listen to fluff to find real decks.
It's true.
So now that we had another fluff segment, I'm going to drop another very real, very good deck. Let's see, uh, Dryad Arbor. One sec, let me come up with it. Hatchery, Assassin's Trophy.
I don't know how real of a deck that is.
No, very real. Cannot convince me otherwise. I'm an expert, trust me.
I mean, destroys its own land. No, it doesn't. It does not destroy its own land.
Oh, just kidding. Fake deck. I made it up.
Yeah, I can't believe you would forget that Assassin's Trophy says opponents. How could you do this? Does Goldfish though?
True. And casts Assassin's Trophy.
That's true. That's really all you need. Assassin's Trophy is
It's
one of the strongest cards in the format, but it's
and
just really bogged down.
it casts Assassin's Trophy on turn two though. It's like basically the Triad Arbor, the Sackland, except better against Pox.
I remember what I was gonna say. With if you're playing Hatchery, and there's so many, like one cost counters to Hatchery. Like uh any turn one discard, encroach, which is also turn one discard. Uh, Cecil's being run with some decks. I don't know any other one cost things. Run mental misstep.
Moon, Alpine Moon.
True. Moon, which
That
isn't
turns off Hatchery.
well, kinda. I mean, yeah, it does, but then it's still a tie. But
I think you forget that like other cards exist other than just Smallpox, but
yeah, no, a
it
moon.
also
I mean, yeah, eh,
it also ties Shriek Sword, but we don't have to talk about that.
no. So mental misstep, orb, hatchery,
Yeah.
cinema.
I would probably play Chasm in that deck because then you're not as worried about Encroach, and
True.
then you can play around all the Phyrexian Invokers that's going to be seeing play.
Well, you don't need to be worried
And
about encroach anyways. You're running mental misstep.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like you can play Chasm because you don't have to worry about Encroach, and like that's the only real punish with Chasm with between Chasm and Zorb, in my opinion. Ignore instant speed. Fake news.
Fake news doesn't exist. Yeah, and then ignoring the combat damage might be useful. Yeah.
I have never once seen the combat damage come up in all the gauntleting I've done, which has actually been done very little. I have gotten about halfway through calking uh, double hatchery Zorb, and I just lost all will to calc any hatchery decks ever.
And but you love calking these weird calcs. Like you love Death Shadow and Last Ride.
Yeah, yeah, it's hatchery say so last right is one of the decks of all time.
What did I?
Notably, hatchery is not an ogre.
Or
Oh wait,
from
wait, wait! Everyone's favorite shitpost hatchery deck. Hatchery Urami Black Storage. Stacks all your lands.
oh yeah, what I one of the decks I said was we could theoretically have chasm. What am I saying? Glacial chasm, Last Ride, Hatchery as a deck
Oh, right.
if Ride wasn't
I,
banned.
I, I forgot about that one. Actually, that one isn't as bad because it wins or loses a lot better. Because cumulative upkeep is good at making the game go faster.
I guess, but you also have to determine how much life you want to lose from Hatchery. You have to determine
Oh yeah.
when you want to, yeah, because you don't have to cast Chasm right away. You can just wait to start losing life from Hatchery.
I mean, if you cast Chasm right away, then you actually can't win because it's crew two. That's not true. You can do it. You can do that. You can cast Chasm turn two, play Chasm turn two and still win, but
I mean,
and still win with Last Ride.
Death Shadow would probably be a better card there, but then you don't have to worry about the crew two. Oh, it is crew two
No,
though.
no, actually, Death Shadow would be significantly worse there because you would need to pay 8 life with Hatchery before being able to cast
Oh,
it.
true, because you need the Hatchery around. Yeah, never mind. Yeah,
Yep, Last Ride better than Death Shadow confirmed.
it's true. You should unban them.
No. My sanity.
You don't need it.
It's fair. You know what? Like college, making friends, not doing last right calcs. Yep.
Hmm. I mean, you know, listen, you can just spend like 3 days locked in a room. Just like someone comes to find you and check in on you, and you just have scribblings all over the wall with last ride calcs.
Bro, I felt like I was scribbling at the wall with that. I will never get over that one calc. And like, honestly, it isn't even the worst calc I've ever done. It was just like, why?
Why? Because fuck 'em, that's why.
Yeah. Why can tarnish? Why can you not accept tarnished citadel as a real card? 3 is so much bigger than 1.
This is
It's
this
like
is this is math with ploop.
3. Wait, 3 is 3 times as big as 1.
That's crazy, dude. I wouldn't have guessed that.
You're
Can we
welcome.
get can we
These are
get a fact
the
check on this?
pinging Ryu now.
Rio, can we get a ruling on this?
uh, God, one sec. I feel like no. I said my other bad hatchery deck. Well, I've run out of them. That's all of them. I've mentioned all of them.
I have I could just give away what my deck. I mean, no one's gonna get to the end of this video, and no one's gonna be in whatever pod I'm in. I I don't know what pod I'm in. So and
Well,
surely
do
no
you
one's
know?
gonna be able to look it up anyways. That'd be crazy.
Uh, no, what you have to do is actually release this video with exactly enough time that you can't get to this point of the podcast before the submission period closes.
Yeah, yeah.
2x speed
So
isn't real.
I think I will indeed be playing Swamp. Tiny Bone joins up, and um,
Stylus.
no,
Damn.
no, yeah, welcome. You're our first
Yo,
guest star on our podcast.
you're in the podcast now. It's not a choice.
Welcome to Blindsided. See results.
Wait.
Please
What did you say?
introduce yourself, Vermillion. Oh, one sec. Okay, well I can keep talking about my deck.
Yeah.
Nether Spirit. Tiny Bone joins up Swamp Nether Spirit. It loses
It's
to
tiny.
Leyline of the
It's
Void, but no one's gonna submit Leyline of the Void. I mean, who would do that? That'd be crazy.
it's crazy that you chose the one other deck that loses to Leyline of the Void.
It, it doesn't lose
Oh,
immediately. Does it lose to Hatchery?
almost definitely. Like
No.
it's untargeted discard, bro. Like you're not beating Hatchery.
I mean, it beats Hatchmox Pox.
Uh, yeah, it does that one.
And that's the only one that you need to beat.
I mean, in low pods, pretty much. Well, actually, just submit Hatchbox Box and get like
I
85% and shoot straight up to contender two. But that's beyond the point.
welcome. You should start
Wait, I
you
feel.
should start recording
I feel.
your audio so I can add it in.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have a guest here, and we don't know if the audio can get recorded, so it might just be 2 people and then a mystery voice that
We
there
have been
is fully a
recording.
podcast happening right
We've
now,
been recording for
and
the
we
past
said at the beginning,
57 minutes.
we said if anyone joins the voice call, they're just in the
Yeah,
podcast now. So
welcome
now you're
welcome
in the
to
podcast.
Blindsided See Results. It's a spin-off. What are you on? Oh, iOS voice memos. Android voice memos. Oh, well, I guess
Okay.
we'll just be talking to Vermillions. Since you can't hear Vermillion,
Yes.
we will just translate what Vermillion says. Vermillion, please introduce yourself. Hey, what's up? I'm Vermillion. That's it? That's all you got? What do you do for fun? What's your favorite Magic the Gathering card? Mental misstep. Good choice, good choice. I agree.
uh,
Mental misstep is pretty good.
Actually, I agree, but Humidity and Hatchery is my favorite Magic the Gathering
Is
card. It's really
it?
weird that you would choose that, though.
Is it really? Is it even in your top 50?
No, Humidity and Hatchery is nowhere near my top 50.
That's true.
Sorry, it's not. It's not a 1 or 2 mana white human. I can't be one of my favorite
Your
cards. That's
top
also not true.
your top three are taken up by Sonic cards.
True. Sonic. You know, Knuckles the Echidna is now my favorite Sonic, not my favorite Magic the Gathering card for the bit. Uh,
Oh yeah, we were talking about my submission. You
okay,
can
by
say it.
Vermillion.
Listen, bye Vermillion. So you guys didn't hear, but Vermillion not only is on mobile, but also isn't able to stay here for very long. So you're just not gonna hear Vermillion. So they
Yeah,
they
this is a
they were here though.
this is a part of the podcast that is going to be released to a wider audience. This is amazing.
This is
This
true.
is what the
I mean, look, I could put effort into editing it, but that takes effort.
this is everything I could have hoped for more in this podcast. This is peak.
This is
Sorry, Peem.
this is true podcasting right here. Vermillion thought we were playing League in here, but no, we would not be doing that. That would be crazy.
I actually would not be playing League because I'm a good person. Don't unsubscribe from
Man,
this podcast. We don't play
man,
League.
good person. There's no proof of
Okay,
this.
you know what? The higher the number of guru calcs I have, the better person I am.
It's
This
true.
is why I do so
I mean,
many.
listen, you're better than at least 101 other plebes.
That is actually no. I think I'm worse than 101 other plebes.
It depends on how you look at it. Maybe you're just the
Yeah,
102nd iteration.
yeah. I was the 0th iteration, and then websites wanted more characters, and so I said 102 on random, and it just kind of
Do
stuck.
we have any other Magic the Gathering 3 card blind stuff we want to talk about?
No, we talked about Sonic a lot.
Oh,
We briefly mentioned Hatchery.
the unbans, the unbans. We can actually talk about that this in this part.
Oh,
This is why see results is better than the main one because see results will actually talk about the unbans.
true.
So, anyways,
Let's see.
foiled again.
Foiled again. One sec. Baron Glory. Everyone's been talking about it. There's been a lot of discussion. Personally, I am very on board with my favorite Baron Glory deck, White Storage Baron Glory Restore Balance. But other people may have their own opinions, but they're wrong.
I do have my own opinion actually. Let me just
Mm.
find my deck. I came up with this one by myself. Uh, Baron Glory. Uh, Baron Glory, the White Storage, probably Fountain of Cho, and Aura Fracture. For anyone that
Oh
doesn't
yeah.
want to look at the screen, Aura Fracture is an enchantment with the ability sacrifice a land, destroy target enchantment.
Also, Or Fracture, notably, when paired with Hatchery and Remote Farm, does beat Leyline of the Void.
I guess
This is true.
you
Because
how do you cast it?
you sacrifice depletion plus hatchery, then sack the depletion to destroy the
Oh,
leyline of the
depletion
void, and
plus
then
hatchery.
sack the
Yep.
hatchery.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Is Aura Fracture that cheap?
27 cents. It's 3 mana. Sorry, wrong chief.
It is. It is indeed.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's
I
it's
li
great.
I
It's
like that. I
perfect.
like that idea. I mean, it's not good, but I like that idea. Plus, you can. I was gonna say, plus you can destroy your opponent's enchantments, but that's what you're already doing with it. So.
Yeah. Uh, Also, I will say that my Baron Glory deck is from the ban list backbuild Nash, and if Baron Glory gets unbanned, then it's going to ruin my Nash. So don't do it, patrons.
Actually, I really actually do like storage, hatchery, or a fracture. That actually sounds
Yeah.
amazing.
I'm pretty sure Beanslinger came up with it, and I think it's really funny.
That is actually awesome. I do love that.
Yeah, it is. It
Um,
it does its thing. Uh,
so what did you vote? I assume you voted -2 just because you don't want it to mess up your.
I'm not a patron.
You're
I
not
don't
a
support this
patron? Oh,
community.
laugh at this user. Broke.
Yes. I am broke. I
Uh,
actually should start paying for the Patreon, but
if you if you do it
that
soon, it's on sale for the
it's
next like
not even the money. It's the I'm too lazy to get around to doing that.
it's so real. Let's see.
Also,
I won't.
more unbans. Basri, Basri, pick your poison. Actually, very good Basri pairing. Probably not anymore that that Leyline got banned, but it was actually playable for that month.
It's true. I need to look at the unbanned list. Three card blind. Go to
Chancellor of
ban
One sec, Chancellor
list.
of the Forge.
Yeah,
Everyone is thinking foiled again, Bill,
foiled
foiled
again.
again. But like, have you considered that we get the return of Fury, Chancellor of the Forge? This is the deck we really need to worry about.
Did you know Forge Chan Foil Island is the most submitted deck in three card blind history?
Still?
Yeah, 1.02%. The next closest is Alpine Hammerheim HFH at 0.94.
Oh, okay, and Slasher's in third.
No, Baron Glory's in third.
Damn. Where's
Bear
Slasher?
Slasher, fourth,
Yeah. Damn.
followed by
If
Meddling Mage.
I I bet I actually would put money that Oogle's Master trolling with Snow Covered Swamp actually has impacted that ranking.
That's possible. But listen, Slasher is just unstoppable. You can't keep it out of top five.
True. It's unstoppable on the ban list. You can't stop it. You can't get it on the ban list because
Mm,
it's so bad.
what else? Curse of Silence. Yeah, no, no,
Oh wait, why are
no.
people talking about unbanning Dark Depths?
Because I didn't get to play in the meta, and I think it would be a little funny.
Okay, actually, very fair. I wanted to play Dark Depths until it got banned. Like, as in, I was watching through the entirety of Three Card Blind chronologically in one day, and I wanted to play Dark Depths for about an hour or two until it got banned in my rewatch.
Just just running Crouch. Simple.
Yeah.
Also, so yeah,
We,
Curse of Silence. God, I hope this isn't unbanned. This is.
how do we feel? Yeah.
Mhm. You speak.
How do we feel about unbanning Dreams of Steel and Oil?
Oh, I am entirely on board with it. I think it was. I think it's a pretty actually healthy for the meta. I hated that it got banned. I feel like the
Yeah,
exile is actually pretty important.
Divest sucks really bad. That card is so bad.
I think the
Like,
exile gives a good amount of play like difference between other discard effects. Yeah, it's kind of strong, but you're gonna get that with any go first win the game deck. You can't really avoid that
yeah.
unless you ban all discard, in which case, wow, that's cringe.
I mean, some people are calling for it.
I know people are. I do not agree with these people.
Oh, I forgot we banned Hive. That sure happened.
We did, yeah.
Uh,
Oh, Energy Field is next. People are talking about uh unbanning this.
I'm down. I'll take it.
I I mean, there's definitely a ways around it. There's not a lot, but there are ways around it.
It deploys turn 4. Just win before
Does
that.
it deploy turn four?
I mean, generally you're playing it with storage lands, so.
Uh, I was thinking depletion.
Uh, yes, but when you cast your second card, it sacrifices itself.
Unless you cast your second card first.
Well, but then it's a turn 3. And then you play like Azure Beastbinder instead of Emrakul.
Yeah, perhaps. Is there any
I,
way?
I
Because toxic won't work. I guess you can poison counter proliferate, but I don't know how you're gonna manage to do that.
mm, yeah, no, it's fine. Just play hand attack of any kind
Yeah, or or a fracture.
or hatchery.
It's true. I'm sure
Yeah,
Hatchery will still be unbanned in 2 months' time.
well, we unban energy field for hatchery months, and then energy field sucks is put on the vote for being a new unban. and then doesn't get voted on because it was bad, and then next month it gets like 80% win rate, and everyone has a great time.
Hmm. I don't think
Uh,
Hatchery's going to get above a 50% win rate. Well, actually, it probably will. It won't get above a 55% win rate with everyone
yeah,
ready
no,
for it.
100% agree. Hangerback Walker, hear me out. Hangerback Walker unbanned the second K116 is definitively solved.
Huh?
Like when K116 has a true solution, for which we know is 100% accurate, at that point we can unban Walker.
I I mean, maybe it's annoying. I don't. We don't have Tomb anymore, so
Yeah,
I
it,
think
it would
it's.
get played.
Would it be
It
played
would get
with
played with
Soul Ring? What would it even be played with? That's
Mox
Toolan.
Muta.
Oh, Mox Muda. Yeah, that's fair. But just
Also,
PY,
actually,
just PYP.
I guess it actually would also just get played with uh, Soul Ring like Field of Ruin.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
no,
Ooh,
actually, PYP doesn't work because then you sacrifice the Mox and it's one tap, so you still have the Muta and it
that's
still
true. Or you just
works.
sacrifice a hanger back and then they have a flying.
Intimidation tactics, we already talked about that. Short Fang, no.
Um, I can see how it's annoying. I don't think it's too terrible though.
Uh, how long? You were here for Short Fang, right?
Yeah, and it wasn't that bad from what I remember. And then they banned it
It,
anyways.
it was pretty good. Like the card, in my humble opinion. Actually, not humble. I'm an expert. Trust me on it. It was pretty good.
Didn't you just say earlier that you weren't an expert? Interesting.
There's been many things about me saying if I am or am not an expert, and I'm not sure which one I said more times, but whichever that one is, it's true. Go count.
You're in Enigma.
Yep.
Riling Dawnbreaker. This thing is still broken.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, hear me out. Ban Sarcomancy, unban Dawnbreaker. Great idea.
of course. I mean, listen, it doesn't use stylus.
True. More prone to land destruction. Uh,
Loses to PYP.
yeah, it does. Okay, I think that's enough. Port. That's actually
Or
interesting.
I would I voted to unban port.
Yeah.
I never want it banned in the first place. I think it's very important counter to some decks.
Metasphere is getting banned, so I can see it getting unbanned. I'm okay with that. Filia Port can have its few months, and then Filia will get its finally deserved ban, despite because it's been a very strong card for like a year. Yeah, it's weird. Uh,
We just don't like
Thought
token
Nazi.
generators.
Yeah.
Next month's
I
Dread
mean,
Horde. It's gone.
no. I I think that actually the only smallpox is going to stay around for 3 or 4 more months than it should for like a game balance perspective, just because quarantine's
Yeah,
funny.
I played it a few months and it did pretty decent.
Yeah.
I liked Dread Horde Invasion.
Thought Not Series is a pretty good card.
Yeah, it's pretty good, and
I played it 1 month. It was my second to best performance.
it does cost 4 mana though.
Yeah. Hear me out, just ban mana of Vault, and then it's fine.
I mean, what do you play it with? Because Tomb's not legal anymore. You play it with
Crystal Vein
Crystal
Mana
Vein.
Vault.
Yeah, Crystal Vein.
Remember when we were talking about banning Crystal Vein? That was the time.
No, remember when I was told that you guys banned City of Traders and then said, "Oh, we'll never ban Ancient Tomb."
I was not here for the City of Traders ban.
I
That was
mean,
before my time.
that was before my time too. But that's what I heard. That's what I heard people saying was that they said they would never ban Tomb. Vermillion saying that before their time as well, and but they were saying that they would not ban Tomb for a long time, which is kind of what happened.
Uh, and then
But
last and certainly not least, Wasteland. Wasteland Hatchery, do it, you cowards. The Patriots
I'm
are all
down for it.
scared.
I'm down for it. I think it would be funny and
I
interesting.
I actually think that the funniest part of Wasteland getting unbanned is that since we already pre-established a hatchery meta, but since it would get unbanned, mess up the entire meta we thought we developed, and the new rules about like gauntlet sharing are now in place. So it wouldn't get shared, so then nobody would have a good understanding of the meta, and it'd be really funny to watch all the top players flounder, me included.
Reminder: this isn't part of the 3-card blind Discord server. We can share our gauntlet results. Plooped,
Oh,
quick, tell us what's the highest in your gauntlet.
Uh, it's Hatchery Zorb Shriek because I haven't updated it since I last shared my Gauntlet results in the 3-card blind Discord server multiple
Oh,
weeks before the new changes were announced.
I don't like the changes. I think it's kind of dumb. I don't even think the rule was implied that you can't share gauntlet information. Like, I get it, I
Uh,
understand it, but like, nah.
I did not think that this rule was very important, and now I'm an exemplar, and now I get really mad whenever Swift Warkite says something because I was like, "Hey, that's a deck I wanted to submit," but now Swift Warkite said it, so now I can't submit it anymore.
This man's a gauntlet hater.
Bro, I have like the fourth biggest gauntlet in the entire server.
I've got not a gauntlet at all. I just don't care.
I, I think that it's currently Swift, Warkite, Rendell or T Pro, and then the other one of those, and then me.
Huh.
My deck
Well,
has 90,
there you go.
98 complete decks and half of double hatchery sword.
What is on the ban vote right now?
A lot of hand
Let
attack.
me let me find it. Let me find it. Supporter chat. Nothing
Oh,
pinned. Okay, cool.
let's see. It's Mesmeric Fiend, Meddling Mage, Spellbinder, Maze, Sarko, and then Heartfire Hero just because it was recently unbanned.
Oh yeah, they added that slot in, which I think is really dumb.
Yeah, that one was mainly Quag doing, and I don't particularly agree with it, but I also don't really care because the people aren't going to vote Heartfire Hero. There's zero shot they ban Heartfire Hero. It's so
I
okay.
That's true. Heartfire Hero didn't do much this month, but like there's other times where like the people will just vote on whatever's on the ban list. I've seen it before where they ban like everything, and I hate it.
Uh, I mean, I am one of the people who likes a lot of bans, but not Maze. Leave Maze alive. Maze is
Please,
good.
I agree. Get rid. I don't know why we haven't put the blue flyer storage land maze deck hexproof 1010.
Conundrum.
Huh?
Living Conundrum.
Yep, living conundrum. Don't know why. I feel like that should be put on the ban vote.
Because Living Conundrum is, I'm thinking about it. Living Conundrum is often talked about with the cards around it being the problem, but never Conundrum. Maybe we should think about Conundrums maybe the problem.
I I really think it is. Because even without maze, like if you just have like a two, even if you have a 3 drop, you're not beating it.
I can think of one 3-drop that beats Conundrum if it doesn't have Maze. It's like a 2/3, I think. And I think it might have Death Touch. I'm not sure though.
I mean, you'd need to have like some recursion or something.
True.
Oh, that's
I mean,
I
or
want. I actually will point this out. I'll point this out in a general chat. Despite us mentioning Slasher twice in the first episode, we never actually said its name.
I know, it's really funny. I think it's really funny if we just vaguely talk about Slasher like every episode multiple times.
It's hilarious. I think that should just be an ongoing thing where we just don't say its name and just vaguely reference it. I mean, I'm saying it here now just so I can say that fact because it was really funny that we mentioned it twice and just didn't say its name.
Say its name, the card from Duskmorn. I can't think of any other cards from Duskmorn that were picked on the 3-card blind format.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Good night, Vermillion.
Vermillion has left
Uh,
the chat.
I had another thought, but it has disappeared. Oh yeah, Conundrum is good. Oh, you know what my thought was? We don't have to worry about Conundrum quite yet. Give it another month or two until we ban Super State, and then we can get around to getting Conundrum.
True, we need to get Super State out of there first. Though technically,
Yeah,
if you enchant a 0/0, it still loses to Conundrum. Like
it's
if you
base
enchant a
power.
0/1.
It's not +9/9. It's base power and toughness nine
Oh,
nine.
base power 9/9.
Yes, it does actually just lose to Conundrum, but
That's
you know, no. But think about it like this: if Super State is better than Conundrum, then no one will submit Conundrum, so it just ties. Really.
it's true.
Yeah.
Our
Uh,
secret plans are being given away. We gotta end this quick. We gotta get out of here
okay. Thank
before
you
the
so much
pub.
for
I mean,
listening to.
we've only been here an hour and 21 minutes, and this episode's going to be this long because I'm not gonna edit the audio. I'll just edit the visuals. That's gonna take long enough as it is.
Nice. Thank you for coming and listening to our podcast. It was great having you. See you next month, maybe. Who knows? Side
Could
up,
be
frog.
two, could be 2 weeks. This will probably be a monthly thing this weekend because I don't see how we're gonna ramble for another hour and a half. But actually, we could easily
Uh,
probably ramble
yeah,
another
I'm
hour and a half
very.
about random
I
stuff.
think. I think we have very clearly proven our prowess at rambling.
It's true. I mean, how
Uh,
much of this was actually about what we were supposed to talk about? I mean, I guess there was
like,
no plan,
wait, sorry.
so
Sorry. At least the first 15 minutes were all very focused on Sonic, and then maybe 15 minutes for the rest of the episode was about three card blind decks.
I mean, I think everything was about three card blind decks. To be fair,
True. Like, actually, a lot of it
actually, that's
was
a lie.
not.
We looked up when Zendikon. I did look that up for a side event one time, so it's technically three card blind adjacent.
Wait, what? What did you look up?
The win Zendikon to be used in
Oh
the
yeah,
side event.
true. Uh, yeah,
Well, that will be the first episode of well, could be. We'll see if Rendell approves it after I edit it all. Yeah, thank you guys for listening. I don't know how you got here. You must have fallen asleep and just woken up at the end if you're here. Uh, in the description, there will be the links to all the Scryfall cards if you didn't want to look on the screen. Um, there will be the links to the Three Card Blind Discord and the Three Card Blind YouTube channel, and possibly the Spotify as well. I'll probably throw that in there. Uh, but yeah, that's all I got.
yeah.
Floop, you got any closing statements?
Uh, I'm submitting mental misstep to the main event next month. Bye.
Let's go!